Hey guys, I'm Jessie, and today I have kind of an embarrassing video for you because we are going to talk about my Netgalley TBR and how a lot of the books on it were published last year. Alright, so I have this habit of going on Netgalley and just requesting everything that sounds cool. In the thoughts that I'm not gonna get but maybe one of the like 5 or 6 that I request. And that ended up not being the case. I ended up getting approved for way more of them than I expected. And then I let it fall behind. And yeah, it was a moment. So I have a bunch of books on my Netgalley TBR that I really need and want to get to. Some of these I now own in physical form and still have not gotten to. But I am telling myself that I am not going to request anything new on Netgalley until I get through at least 75% of these books. Hopefully. So we're going to go through all of the books that I have on my Netgalley TBR, and then I'm going to let you tell me which ones I should prioritize. All right, the first one is Little Thieves by Margaret Owens, and I do own the physical copy of it. I think it was Illumicrate that did it. I own it, and I've heard really good things, and I really need to get to it. So if this is the one you vote for, let me know. Then we have the Maleficent 7. I haven't heard very many people talk about this. I know it's been released already, but the few people that I have heard talk about this say it's really good. It's very like anti-hero, and you're kind of following the villains, and that just is what kind of made it stand out to me. Then we have one that I did start and I have not finished, and that is Reclaimed by Madeline Rue. And so far, it's okay. It is very Black Mirror-esque, if that makes sense. It's set in like a near futuristic society, and these people, for one reason or another, are going in to, like, I think get their memories erased or something along those lines. Like, voluntarily get, like, traumatic memories erased, so it sounds very Black Mirror-esque, and I think it's pretty short, so I'm probably going to finish this one. But if you've read it, let me know what you think. Then we have Bound by Firelight, which is the sequel to Cast in Firelight by Dana Swift. I have a full review for the first book if you want to check it out. I really liked it. It was a fun YA fantasy, and I'm excited to get to the second book. I just haven't yet. Then we have The Bone Shard Emperor, which I picked up recently in physical form because I loved book 1. Still haven't read it. I need to, though. Next up is Lie or Not by M.A. Carrick. Again, a sequel to a book that I loved. I actually read the first book on Netgalley and haven't read book 2 yet. And I now own it in physical form. So, like, I need to get to it. I also have A Magic Steeped in Poison, which I've heard a couple people talk about. And I've heard that it's good. The cover is stunning. And yeah, I want to get to this one. I want to get to all of these. It's just been overwhelming with the amount of like Netgalley books I have, as well as the amount of like physical books I own. Like, I have a problem. We have Midnight in the Everwood by M.A. Kuzinar. I've heard, I think Abby from Abby Salter really liked this, and I'm pretty sure it's like a retelling of The Nutcracker. It is a Nutcracker, I think, inspired retelling. We also have In Every Generation, which is very high up on my list because it is a continuation of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, following Willow's daughter. Willow was my favorite character in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Full stop. She is my favorite. And we're following her daughter, who is supposed to be, I think, the first witch slayer. I know I need to get to this one. I think I'm going to prioritize this one. We have Circus Infinite, which I talked about in a recent, books I'm excited about video and still haven't gotten to, but sounds cool. It's like a sci-fi circus. We have the Atlas 6. I have that in physical form too. Wild and Wicked Things. That's on here. I don't know much about that one. Do you? Hunger of the Gods. Again, another like most anticipated releases. One of the sequels to one of my favorite books, and I still haven't gotten to it. Anna Garden Burning Gold. This is another one that I was excited about. It follows twin rulers in a fantasy setting. I think it's Indian inspired, and the cover is stunning. I've heard some mixed things, but we'll see. I have The Merciless Ones by Namina Forna. This is the sequel to The Gilded Ones, which I also read on Netgalley. I have a full review for that book. I really liked book 1. So there's no reason I haven't gotten to this yet other than time. We have Babel by R.F. Kuang. Like, I love her. I don't think she can do any wrong. I loved the Poppy War series. I know this is like completely different and I'm excited to see what she does in a dark academia setting. Oh, I have River of Silver by S.A. Chakraborty, and I actually just finished that one. It is short stories set in the world of the David series. Some of them take place before City of Brass, some of them during Kingdom of Copper, some of them after Empire of Gold. So if you haven't read the full series, definitely don't read this because it's a lot of spoilers, but like it was so good I gave it 5 stars. So yay, I did do one. Then I have The Path of Thorns by A.G. Slatter. I have no idea what this is about. I requested it because I thought the cover was pretty. And then we finally have The Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez. Again, I'm not 100% sure what this one is. I requested it because it looked cool with a cool cover. And that's what I do on NetGalley. I just go and I'm like, boop, 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 what do I want? And then I expect to get like 1 book and I get like 17. Well, that is my entire NetGalley TBR. I know I didn't spend a lot of time on this because I didn't want to like go into synopsises and stuff. But what I do want is I want you to pick a couple out and tell me which ones I should prioritize and why. Let me know because there's a couple that I am, you know, kind of have in mind, like Hunger of the Gods and In Every Generation, but like I'm not sure about so many of them. So just like kind of give me your recommendations based on this list. All right, well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. My name is Jessie and I will see you next time. Bye.